No, we're not gonna like play the guessing game.
No,
we're just
no,
gonna
no.
get straight into it.
For obvious reasons, we couldn't divulge too much.
Yes,
But it
yes.
has come to that point where it's Christmas Day and you can open up your present.
And we have told you to stay tuned for this moment.
Yeah.
So we are joined in studio right now by Geordin Hill Lewis, the mayor of Cape Town. So just Geordin, before we get into, the interview, just to give them a little, even though they probably know the backgrounds on you, but we're going to do it justice. I'm going to do it justice. Geordin Hill Lewis attended Edgemead High School, obtained an honors degree in politics, philosophy, and economics from UCT, and a master's in finance. He is a husband to Carla and a father to a daughter. Hill Lewis became politically active during his high school years, and on the 18th of November 2021, Hill Lewis was inaugurated as the youngest mayor of the city of Cape Town.
Wow.
Welcome, Executive Mayor of Cape Town, Geordin Lewis.
Thank you very much. Nice to be with you guys.
We have to do it the official way, and that is via the fast lane way.
Nice.
That's us welcoming you.
Thank you guys. What a pleasure to be with you.
Yes, it's a getting to know you session, and it's for our listeners to be able to connect with you and to find out a little bit more. I know Inga's got a lot of questions for you. We know it's taken you a minute. I also believe one thing I wanted to ask you. I do believe that you are a coffee connoisseur.
Oh yes,
Is that correct?
an addict and a connoisseur. I like good coffee, and I drink too much of it. It's something I need to work on.
Okay, we are in the same WhatsApp group.
Yes, exactly.
Over to Inga.
So, Geordin, you've been in the office for nearly 10 months now. Can you tell
That's
us
right.
a little bit about what the role has been like?
Oh well, firstly, it has been awesome. I absolutely love the job. I'm a kind of person that needs to feel like what I'm doing is meaningful, that it gives me a sense of purpose, that what I'm doing is helpful to the world around me, and that's really important to me in my life. So, and this job really delivers that. So I really feel like I'm loving the job. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm meeting fascinating people, some awesome Cape Townians, and now I can add to that list having met this team. And so far so good. It's 10 months in and loving every minute of it.
Awesome. And earlier, I think in last week, we read an article where they were kind of highlighting the homelessness crisis. And out of that article, there was an extract that says there has been an explosion in the number of people living in public spaces. So can you tell us a little bit about what the city's plan is to assist those individuals?
Yeah, firstly, there has been an explosion of the number of people living in public spaces. And let's quickly just run through why that is. Firstly, lots of people who were just kind of hanging on by their fingernails before COVID, financially speaking, during the lockdown, during COVID, they just fell off the ledge and fell into real poverty. And along with that came huge increases in substance abuse, alcohol and drugs, stress, anxiety, depression, and psychological disorders, psychiatric disorders. There was domestic abuse. We know that in South Africa it's really difficult to find a job if you are a parolee, if you're fresh out of prison. So there's people like that living on the streets. So all of that comes together with just an explosion in numbers. What we have tried to do was what we call our care interventions, to lead with a caring heart and say that it's not going to work to just use law enforcement to try and get people off the street, because the fact of the matter is, in South Africa, and it's important that everyone understands this, no one can be removed from any place, whether they live in a house or a tent on the side of the road. No one can be removed without a court order granted by the High Court. So what we have done is set about meeting all of those people one-on-one, offering them assistance at what we call our safe spaces. And those safe spaces are awesome facilities that provide a place to sleep at night, hot water, ablutions, a place to store your personal belongings, job placement programs, help to get your ID book, medical attention. It's all there. we've gone to them one-on-one, done a personal assessment where people need psychiatric assessment. We've sent them for that. Where people need addiction care, we've sent them for that. But there are a huge number of people who decline that assistance. They refuse our help. And in those cases, we need to be able to, unfortunately, go to court and say, right, now, here's the evidence of all the care interventions that we've offered. We've done our very best. We've built all of this alternative accommodation called safe spaces. Now you must help us to reintegrate these people and get them off the streets. And that's the phase that we're in now.
Okay.
Mayor Hill Lewis, we may or may not have seen you within the area.
Yes.
What significance does Muizenberg have for you?
Well, I mean, having grown up in Cape Town, I've come here, I suppose, annually for forever to come down to the beach.
Okay.
I'm from right on the other side of the city, so I mean, it's hard to get that much further away from Muizenberg than the northern suburbs. So I did feel like, maybe I'm coming into a different municipality. But obviously, so Muizenberg for me has been a place where it's kind of once or twice a year that you come down to the beach on a beautiful day, bring the family, get some fish and chips, maybe go for a swim in the ocean because it's slightly warmer here. And that's us northerners. That's kind of how we think of Muizenberg, the place where the sea is slightly warmer.
Sure. And with December being Heritage Month
September,
and all. Did I say December?
I think we were
Am I
getting ready for
Christmas?
Christmas.
That's
We
because
were-
I
Am I
said summer.
Christmas?
Because I said summer, yeah.
So with September, spring,
Yes.
being Heritage Month, can you tell us how you will be celebrating it?
Oh, I've got a whole lot of really cool events and celebrations throughout the month. I must tell you, yesterday I went to a NG Kerk bazaar
Lekker.
in Monte Vista, which was amazing. I saw a potjie pot, the biggest one I've ever seen in my life.
Sure.
It was half the size of this table. I'm not lying.
Wat de noemer is hy?
No.
Wat de noemer is hy?
Yeah.
We're not gonna-
and they were busy making it. I thought that was a lovely celebration of heritage.
Wow.
Later this month, we've also got a really cool project in Gugulethu where we some great local activists there have been working on a kind of name your hood vibe for Gugulethu, where they're going to have a branding and a logo for that neighborhood. That's going to be awesome, and a whole lot of other stuff besides. Throughout the month, we've got a lot of celebrations.
As we close off, we are in September and we are heading towards the big days. Our first Christmas big days that we'll be celebrating in 2 years' time, where we have no lockdown. Any closing words for Cape Townians, for our South Africans?
When you just say that, I feel my heart get happy again. I mean, last year we were so close to that beautiful first free Christmas, and then we had that terrible red listing, which just hammered our tourist season right in the middle of December. So this year we are going to have our guests coming back from all over the world.
Wow.
We welcome them here with open arms and open hearts. I hope they have a wonderful time. We're going to have our guests from all over the country coming here. And Cape Townians know what that is like, right? They know what that's like. So we have to just be welcoming. We have to be super kind and polite to all of our guests from the rest of the country. We want them to have a great time in our city, and particularly to our Cape Townians. We've just launched a campaign now called our hashtag Spring Clean CT. You spoke about spring.
Yes.
Spring for me is associated with flowers, with beauty, with grass growing. Is also associated with the spring clean.
Yes.
So it's an opportunity now to clean up our city ahead of our coming summer. So we're asking all of our residents to get involved, organize a cleanup in your neighborhood, and I'd love to come join you. But just thank you to all the Cape Townians for being awesome, wonderful people, for showing such generosity to one another, for doing special things for one another, and I really appreciate it. And it's a real honor to be the mayor.
Sure.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day and your busy schedule to come and speak with us over here
Absolute pleasure.
in Muizenberg.
Yes.
So I'm saying, I think you've been here like 2 times this year for
Yes,
now,
yes,
waiting for the summer days.
And now the next time that I come, I've just had a great plan because I have a rule
Yeah.
that whenever I get an opportunity, I think it's important in life to swim in the ocean. Don't you guys find that it's
Yeah.
like a really wonderful experience to swim in the ocean? It's like
Yeah.
liberating.
My wife and I have the same sort of. I think I'm getting to what, or I'm catching on to what you're getting to.
Next time, if I'm coming on a warm day, I'm bringing my board shorts and
Lekker.
I'm going in.
Lekker.
I'm going in.
We're gonna catch a wave with you.
Jason, I'll take pictures, but Jason will catch the waves with you.
Lovely.
Thank you so much, Geordin, for joining us today and for just speaking a little bit about your role and about, the future plans for the city of Cape Town.
Thank you very much, guys. Pleasure to join you.
Thank you. God bless.
If you're on the verge of giving up and feel like